Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Let's Debrief podcast.
Hello, everybody.
We are your hosts, Jenna.
Is the episode that we just did, is that for this week or next?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I didn't know if we were going to talk about it. Yeah, well, welcome back, everybody. My name's Ashley, and we're having a little podcasting night here.
Yes, we are.
And welcome back to video. I know we took a week off, but we were cozy girls.
Rest.
Yes. I think we explained it in that episode, but we were just like, we were exhausted and, just weren't feeling it. It's a whole setup.
It really is.
Everything.
Honestly, I'm not feeling it now, but here I am.
You're showing up for the guys and girls out there.
The YouTube lovers.
Truly.
What's up?
Nothing much. Just recorded an episode with our husbands.
Yes, we did. I don't know if it's going to be
this week or next.
Yeah, but it's going to be fun.
Maybe we should do this one this week because then
people
with the subject,
time,
yes, they have time.
So next week there will be an episode with their husbands.
And it was really funny. And
it was fun.
Yeah, it was just they're
cheeky.
Yes, they're just a hoot. They're so sweet. Such sweet boys.
Such sweet boys.
Gentlemen.
Okay. Yeah, you got any life updates? I feel like both of us, even last episode, were like,
nothing
been doing much
going on. Yeah.
It's just like cozy holiday time. I don't know if I said this on the podcast that we are getting our fireplace changed.
Oh, yeah. You told me about it.
So I really hope I didn't say this before. When we bought our house, they said it was a wood burning fireplace. It's the one behind us. It's made to be a fireplace with a crackling fire in it. Like, it just is. And it was originally. Then the previous owners changed it into a gas fireplace. And, like, literally one small fake burning log. And it's just very sad. So, and it gives no heat. And we really need heat in this room.
Yes, this room especially. Are your windows nice in this room? Like, do they keep out the cold? Or is this room, like, always cold?
It's usually cold.
Yeah.
I mean, unless because it's an addition, so there's no like heat source for it except the electric heaters.
We realized in our house this winter specifically, I was sitting on the couch the other day and I just had a breeze coming through the window. I was like, oh,
nice.
These windows suck.
Yeah. So anyways, we're getting it made into a wood burning fireplace, which is surprisingly pricey, but we mulled it over for about 6 months. And we decided we are doing it. And we are so excited. We talk about it every single day. We're like, we're going to come down after Monty's sleeping and have little snacks for the fire. Like, we are just so excited to have it. So that is happening. They said second week of December. So that's like
literally next week.
Yeah.
It's December 2nd as we record this.
Yeah. So that's very exciting.
That is very exciting. Yeah. I feel like at your old house, like you had a gas fireplace and it was just on 24/7.
Yeah, but like no heat, of course,
It wasn't giving off heat?
I mean, it gives off like the heat of the flame, but it doesn't like heat your house.
Yeah.
Like a real fireplace like is made to like literally heat your home. Like my parents don't use a furnace. They just use their wood burner. And we
did not. We had like a glass like gas fire that like you turned a switch on. When I was like, we lived in multiple houses, but one of our our last house like had that, and yeah, it was just for the vibe. And like it gave off heat, but it wasn't heating the house.
Yeah, we're trying to have like the smell of wood and like the crackle of the fire all winter long.
Yeah, that's a vibe.
We already have firewood because when we bought the house, we thought it was wood burning, and we didn't find out until winter time came and we bought a bunch of firewood and then we like looked at it and it was
so it's gas right now, but it doesn't work.
The gas doesn't work. Yeah, I don't know, they changed it so that like it's can only be used by gas, so they had to they're gonna have to put in a whole new liner. That's like what costs the money. Yeah,
that really sucks. That I'm sure is like under the umbrella of just like things as a homeowner. You're like, cool, this is on me now.
I don't want to have to pay for this, but now I do.
Yeah, that's very annoying. I'm very sorry, but I'm also very excited.
I'm excited, and I hope that when we eventually sell this house, that the new people will be excited about it. Like,
and they'll appreciate.
I will be sad if they're like, oh, like we don't really care about that. You know,
What if they just revert it again? It's a vicious cycle.
I would literally be like, I'm not selling to you.
Yeah. If you're going to treat my home like trash.
I guess that's like the like for sale by owner thing. Like most people, like the owners aren't even like involved at all. Like this, when we bought this house, we never knew anything about the owner until the day that we closed. We like saw them at like the signing. But like if you do like for sale by owner, like not through like any like agency or anything, you would like
get to
be
decide.
involved. You'd be like, okay, come see the house.
Yeah, that's true.
You'd be like, you better not change that fireplace.
Yeah, walking around being like, no, those aren't your
you
plans.
don't like that? I thought you would.
Oh, you're gonna offer me $10,000 over the asking? I don't care. You're gonna knock that wall down.
You better not.
Better not. Well, that's very
Toxic.
exciting. Yeah, I don't think you mentioned that in last week's episode. I'm trying to think. We talk more about this in next week's episode, but we're thinking of doing some little touch-ups to our bathroom, which are much needed.
Okay, wait. Does your bathroom have a window in it?
No, so funny that you asked because, okay, so, and sorry, I say this next week, so just pretend next week is not the first time you're hearing it. But the house I think got foreclosed on, and literally like it was listed for like $40,000. Some people bought it, flipped it, sold it to my parents. And when they flipped it, they just did like so many cheap shortcuts. Like obviously they're trying to save money because they're looking to make a profit off of it. But one of those things was covering up windows in both bathrooms.
Interesting.
Like in the shower. And
is the shower like an insert and that's why they had to cover it?
Maybe like I don't know if they just like they did it in both bathrooms. So maybe like they just ordered like the insert for both and but then it's like tile. Like over like the insert. And then but on the outside of the house you can see like where brick used to not be. And then our neighborhood, like I don't know, like they're very involved neighbors. And so the couple across the street, they're like, yeah, this place used to be horrendous, that I took pictures of it and was gonna like and showed it to like the city council or whatever. I don't know. But the owner or the neighbors across the street. Oh, I have to sneeze. I'm good. I took pictures of the house and he was like, I thought like they came over on Halloween actually. And they were like, I thought I would just show you what it looked like before they flipped it. And I mean, it was horrendous. Like the front yard, obviously you've been to my house, was sky high with trees.
Really?
Yeah. And they cut down all of the trees. There was like
trash everywhere.
Yes. Trash everywhere.
That's my
There was
worst
like
nightmare.
a collapsed shed like in the driveway.
Did you take pictures of it? What they showed you?
No, but it's at our house. I'll take pictures of it and send it to
it.
you. But in one of the photos, you can see like where both windows were open
That's sad.
in the bathroom.
Well, I was going to ask that because we don't have windows in either of our bathrooms. And we're thinking of doing one when we redo our bathroom upstairs. And I'm so scared.
Cutting windows feels terrifying.
Yeah. I should tell you that actually the fireplace people, they had been here before because they changed it to gas. And they had pictures of what our house used to look like. And it was so much prettier before. Like the roof was not red. It was
When did
like
they change
brown.
it? Did they know?
Like the pictures look old.
Okay.
But like
Was the addition already here?
yeah.
Do you know
The
when
roof-
they added this?
The roof was not red. The house was like the house is painted brown right now.
Oh, okay.
But like it was actual just wood. And like it was just so much
It's
better.
just so unfortunate.
It's just so sad because like we want to paint. We have a red roof, if anyone is wondering. We want to
Red
paint
tin roof.
over it because it's just such an eyesore. But it's like you didn't even have to do this in the first place. So like now we're like
That's what like Katie, my friend, I'm sorry that okay, I'm sharing so much of your house story, but they bought a house that was foreclosed and then they just like did whatever they wanted to it. And so she was like, that's my biggest recommendation is buy a house that's already like super cheap. And like we would probably change things on a house that you wanted to move into anyways, but you'll own it for a lot cheaper and then you can do all the renovations and make it your own. And I was like, yeah, that's a really good point. But like obviously this is my parents' house and like we're not going to stay here forever. But that I just was in the bathroom the other day and I was like, I hate this room. Something's got to change.
Once something clicks too and you're just like, I can't, we must change it.
Yeah. And Cole is like fully on board just because he would change everything about the house if we were going to stay there forever and we had endless money. But he's like pretty handy. So it's like, he'll be able to like do a lot of the stuff himself between him and his dad. But yeah, I brought it up and he was like, let's go to Lowe's. Like, yeah, I'm on board.
He loves it. Here's a picture of the house. So like, I don't really know what color the roof was, but it obviously wasn't red. And then like, you can tell that this is just like real wood.
Yeah,
like,
it looks very much more like mid-century.
It's now red.
Dang.
Yeah, it's so sad.
That's unfortunate. You're like, don't show me.
Like that would have been so much better, but whatever. It's not my forever home, so it's fine. But it does bother me when I see the red.
Yeah, that's
every
fair.
single day.
I do find it charming, but you're like, okay, cool. You don't have to live here every day.
Yeah, it's interesting though because like we were talking about like how much it would cost to have someone come paint the roof because it's like that's just not something we could do ourselves. We don't have the capability.
Yeah, no.
And
also, just a tin roof in general is just so interesting to paint.
Yeah. Daniel, Tanner's best friend, was like, you should not because it's not going to increase the value of your home.
It'd probably be thousands.
Yeah. And he was like, no one that's like looking for a house is going to care like if it's red or not. Like that's not going to add value. Like he was like, something that will add value is like renovating your bathrooms. Yeah. And I'm like, I know, but like
have you thought about the red?
I'm like, but I personally like would, I don't know if I would pay more for the house if it was a different color roof, but I would definitely like, it was definitely like a turn off when we looked at the house. We're like, it's like that's not cute.
Yeah, no, that's definitely fair.
But who knows?
Who knows? Not here forever, you know?
All right, enough of the house talk. What's our topic today?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. This one is all about me and my talents that I have to offer to the world.
I just hit a button.
Talking to it?
Hello.
Okay. Oh, let me put the headphones back on.
I hit the minus button. Does that just mean that I became a little bit quieter?
You're
it's
good.
Fine? Okay. Sorry, everyone.
Sorry, everybody.
This is all about Ashley.
Okay, so obviously we live in a world of love languages. Mine is gifts. I love giving. I love receiving. I just love them all around. And I just thought, what better way to use my talents this year than to tell you all what you should buy for gifts. And I feel like some are very general. Honestly, I could have gone like very extensively. It's like for the sporty husband, for the camper husband. Like I literally was like breaking stuff down at one point, and then I was like, all right, need to rein it in. But I just have a little bit of ideas for everybody.
Giving us a gift guide, and honestly,
oh yeah, gift guide. Sorry, I didn't say what it was.
This is like so helpful. I'm like so not good at gifts at all. There's some times that like something will come to me that I'm like,
your anniversary gift to us was very thoughtful.
Oh, thank you. I thought of that as soon as you did the thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
she got us like a little pottery, like at-home pottery kit. Like, then she said, like in her card, like to recreate like the memory from your honeymoon, because we did that in Greece.
A pottery class. Yeah, that like I immediately thought of because I always had like seen like at-home pottery kits and just thought they were cute. Then there's like another time, my best friend Nika, she like loved this one dress from Anthropologie. Do you know the brand Farm Rio? It's like
I feel like I can see the tag.
It's like it's a lot of stuff on Noli. It's like very colorful.
Okay.
She like loved this one dress that was like an orange dress with like toucans on it.
Aww.
It was so cute on her. And then she's like, I could never find it again. And like it was like a $300 dress. Anyways, I ended up finding it on eBay. It like got discontinued. Okay. And I ended up finding it on eBay, like a lot cheaper.
You went searching for it. Okay.
In her size. And I sent it to her. And I was like, oh, that's such a good gift. But like in general, when it's just like, okay, it's Christmas, it's time to buy someone a gift, I'm like, duh.
You can't, no, I feel like you're very thoughtful, but it has to be the right time, the right moment. You can't force it out of you. which I feel like is
Yeah.
sweet and endearing. Like that was Nika's gift is like, that's very thoughtful.
Yeah, but that's not what people care about. They care about Christmas and their birthday, and it needs to be at that time. And it's like, well, I don't know, so I'm gonna get like, especially parents. That's what I struggle with the most.
Yeah. I feel like again, obviously you feel that way, but I'm not going to come back every time and be like, well, you are really this. But like, even like this year, I feel like just sometimes when you tell me your gifts for people, I'm like, Jenna, that was very good. Like that was very thoughtful. Like your mom's bread maker this year to save her money on like gluten-free bread since she only eats gluten-free. She got a little bread maker with a gluten-free feature. And I was like, that is so clever.
Well, don't worry, because she immediately put it in the basement and said that she didn't like the way the gluten-free bread tasted.
So sad. You know, you can do a little recipe adjusting.
That's what I said, but she's like, I can't think like that.
It's too much.
And I'm like,
It's too
well,
much.
sorry. But
Okay,
thank
so
you.
you suck. Sorry.
Thank you. I do have a note in my phone. Gifts is actually something that gives me a lot of anxiety because there's just been a lot of drama in our families about gifts in the past. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. Like, it's just like, okay, who's buying for who? How much are we spending? Well, I don't think, well, now there's kids. Like, it just becomes so much. And so I like get a lot of anxiety. So I actually have a note in my phone that like when someone mentions something, I literally have like everyone in my life written down, like ideas for them. But then even when the time actually comes, I'm like, that's stupid.
Yeah. You're like, would they actually like that?
Yeah. Or did they just say that randomly in the store one day? Like, oh, that's cute.
It's going to be like when you mention frogs to your grandma and she gets you a frog every year for Christmas.
Literally.
You're like, oh, frog PJs. Wow. For 6 years straight.
Yep.
Wow, thank you so much.
That's like what I'm scared of. So anyways, all of that to say, I'm very excited for you to give us your gift guide because I need some help. And I'm sure...
Well, what's your guys' like setup now? Our family setup is, you know, we draw names. So, like, but
I wish that was the
like my family, we draw names. Cole's family, we do big family gift exchange with like all of the aunts, cousins, and everything.
Oh, really?
But everyone draws a name. Yeah.
So, like, Cole's parents don't buy you a gift.
They do. So, like the Zimmermans are separate from like the big California family group exchange.
Okay.
Which I'm trying to. Oh, last year, Dawn Marie, shout out to Dawn Marie, my mother-in-law, really knocked it out of the park. Because we were newlyweds, so our registry was still live, and she got us our bakeware set, which we adore.
That's the best.
So that was a really good gift. But also, since he'll never listen to this podcast, I drew Dave, my father-in-law, in the big family group exchange, and I really knocked it out of the park, and I'm so excited. Okay, well, I think it might be on like the list, but this is for the camper in your life. Okay. Also,
you're saying this year. You did tell me about this.
Oh, okay. Yeah. This year I did show you a picture. I mean, since like we would get him like a gift too, because like obviously like in the big family gift exchange, it's like spouses can't get each other. You can't get who you had last year. So it kind of feels like a mix up that Dave and I got, like I got Dave, but it's like fine. And so we kind of got him like a bigger gift outside of the price range since it was
to combine with the family thing.
Yeah. But him and Dawn Marie love camping. And so we got him, if Dawn Marie's listening to this, don't tell him, a like portable kitchen set for camping. So it collapses down literally into like a table. And then it expands fully to like have a little dishwashing station and like a little cooking set, and you can hang little mugs to dry and stuff. So I'm so excited because they go camping like a good like bit. Yeah. And I just feel like he's going to love that and just be like, that is like the best when you're like, I didn't know I needed this. Or if I would have saw that, I'd been like, oh, that's cool. But I would have never bought that for myself.
Yes, that is definitely something that you wouldn't buy for yourself.
No.
That's why I love whenever people give me gift cards because I'm like, guess I have to use it at the store.
Oh, no.
It's the best.
I know. And like when you're a kid, you're like, oh, gift cards are the best. And then like, I feel like you reach an age where you're like, I don't know. Like, I don't like, it kind of feels like you didn't put a lot of effort in, but then you go back and forth where it's like, well, they do want me to get what I want. Like they don't want to guess. And so is it like, should they buy me a shirt? And then I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to go return that and then get what I want.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing.
It's very hard. I feel like going back to the drama that we've had with the gift giving, like I think a lot of it well, I can honestly just explain what the drama is that like everybody would just get each other gifts because it was just like that's what you do. Mm-hmm. And then like it always just seemed like people were just like buying stuff to buy stuff and no one actually was getting anything that they wanted. So I was just like, why don't we just like not do this anymore?
Or
like,
let's all save our money.
Yeah, let's all save our money. Or I was like, let's just draw names. And
drawing names is the best.
And you can make like a wish list for the person. And it just like caused a lot of uproar because like different people like really valued giving gifts, which I just didn't that much. So we're back to buying pretty much for every single person.
I didn't know where you
families.
Were. Yikes.
So it's like so strange, but then also it's like now we have a child and then there's like other siblings that like have kids and it's like no one buys for them. They just buy for the kids. And so it's like, okay, like, so are we going to stop doing this now? And do we buy for you if you're going to buy for our kids? And it's just like, it's so confusing. And the issues that no one like talks about it. So that's why I always like am trying to be like, okay, like what are we doing? Because I never want to be the person that like doesn't get enough or like doesn't get you something, but you got me something. Like it's just so anxiety.
You get the iPod.
You get the video iPod and someone else gets the oven mitt.
Yes.
It's just, that's my worst nightmare. So I have been trying as hard as I can recently to like make like wish lists and like it feels so like wrong to be like, here's the list. Yeah. But I'm like,
if you like, you genuinely want to know what I want. Like, yes. Yeah, I feel like we both have been, and honestly, you started it on an Amazon wish list grind. And I thought you didn't even start it for your birthday or Christmas. It was just like, this is just a running list of things that I want.
Yeah. And then even like, say we get like a bunch of wedding payments at once, I'll like go in and be like, oh, I'm going to get this for myself. Like, it's just like a compilation. Yeah. And then I have one for Monty too, which like that one, I don't feel as weird, like sending to like my parents or my in-laws. I'm just like, hey, if you're gonna get her something for her birthday, like here's our wish list.
Yeah.
But
stick to the list.
Stick to the list. But yeah, it's very hard. Like I also just feel like as we grow up, it's like you don't want to like have so much like clutter or like things that you don't need.
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh, this is nice for you to get me, but like I just don't have room for like another random like thing. You know what I mean?
No, that's totally fair.
So anyways, now that I've vented,
now that I've shared my
overshared.
Okay, well to kick us off, I said for your like, so they're kind of broken down by categories. I honestly like I did this the other day and I haven't really revisited it. But I did like for your best friend, gifts under $25, high ticket / luxury items, and then for him as well. So I didn't really include like mother-in-laws or anything, but
well, that's the one I needed. So
okay. Well, I have some ideas maybe you can throw in there. Okay. For your best friend, which yeah, we talked about this in the last episode. I did this for Jenna, and honestly, I think, and this is like not to be like, I'm the best, but I think it is very practical and something that someone wouldn't do for themselves. Build them a little car pack. And I included like a bunch of snacks like for Jenna and stuff, but it doesn't have to be expensive. Oh, maybe I should. Oh my gosh, should I make an Amazon storefront for this?
You could just even make a wish list.
Yes, I'll make honestly, I'm committing to you guys. I am committing to you guys. Jenna, you need to text me to remind me. I will make a Amazon wish list with all the things I included in Jenna's car pack.
Yes.
So you guys can grab it. But honestly, I kind of went a little overboard on hers and mine where it's like, well, you need this, who knows? But if you want to keep it simple, a hand sanitizer, gum, hair ties, and snacks. Like, I feel like you really could achieve all of that for under $25.
For sure.
Go to Aldi and get some snacks. Yeah. And so I think that is a fun one because it's like, just to have on hand. Maybe like if you want to get a little fancy little hairbrush. Honestly, the hairbrush has come through for me. I love that little thing.
I love it. And Monty loves playing with it.
Oh, it's so cute. I'm sure like the little bristles feel nice.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with it.
yeah. So, okay. Wow. I'm really excited now. I get to create a little wish list. This is a highly debated topic in the Solich house, but I put a robe. I think that
A robe is a great gift.
it
in my
is a
opinion.
great gift. We had, on our wedding registry, we got Brooklyn robes and they're very nice. They're not like, they're not very soft, but they're very,
They're waffle, right?
no, they're, I don't even know, like they feel like a towel,
Okay.
but they're comfortable.
Terry
and
cloth.
Yeah, probably. And like thick.
You got me for my push present.
Yeah, literally.
The parachute robe, and I love it.
It's like thinner, isn't it?
It is. It's like muslin.
It looks really
I took
cozy.
it to the hotel with me.
Ooh, oh, yeah. Do you want to talk about that?
There's really not much to say. I literally, so if you didn't listen yet, I took myself to a hotel for the night. I have never spent the night away from Monty, but I went and it was amazing. The whole reason that I wanted to go was so I could sleep through the night.
Yeah, you've earned it.
And
365 and more days of sleepless nights.
And I didn't really sleep very well at the end of my pregnancy either. So it's been a long time since I've slept through the night.
You're like, I'm just
Because
exhausted.
when you're like super pregnant, you wake up to pee many times.
Yeah.
So I went to a hotel that was like 20 minutes down the road, and it was Holiday Inn. That's our favorite ever. I got the king suite with the jacuzzi in the room. So it wasn't even in the bathroom.
Baby.
It was like in the main room, which is the best because then you can watch the TV from the tub.
You sent me the picture of the whole setup, and I was like, whoa, the TV from the tub.
And when I got there, it was Office Marathon, which is my dream.
Stunning.
So I was just like, wow, this is perfect. So before I went, of course, I went to Dairy Queen. I got a Blizzard. I got some French fries.
Delish.
I went to Sheets. I got a bunch of junk food. I got Flamin' Hot Cheetos. I never eat those. I got all the
You
sour.
really just let your hair down.
I really did. Got all the sour candy. I got a bunch of sugar drinks. So then I go to the hotel, and I have like all of these bags of junk food with me. And the girl at the front desk was like, so what brings you to the area? And I was like, work.
I was like, I'm leaving my child at home for the first time.
She's like, oh, okay. I was just like, yep.
Work.
Don't want to talk about it anymore. But anyways, I brought bubble bath with me, and I watched The Office in the tub, ate all my junk food. I probably arrived at 6 p.m. By 7, I was in bed, lights out,
Oh my gosh.
dozing away.
You're like, I'm exhausted.
And I slept until 10 a.m. the next day.
That's crazy. I absolutely love that for you. I was
did-
very nervous that you were going to like wake up and like be up, or like wake up and want to text Tanner. Like I was just very nervous of that.
Well, I did actually wake up at 3:30, and I just had a pee. And then I was like a little bit up. I wasn't like nervous or anything. I just like, I don't know. I was just up for a little bit, but I just put The Office back on, and then I dozed back away.
Like sneeze. Were you like in shock when you woke up at 10?
No, I was so happy.
So refreshed.
And then I didn't have to check out till 11. So then I ate more Flamin' Hot Cheetos in bed. And
you're like, run the tub.
And
I'm ready to dive back
Catfish.
in.
I put Catfish on.
Oh my gosh.
It was a riveting episode.
I haven't watched that in forever.
And it was just so nice, like just sitting in bed alone all morning.
Stunning. Where did you go? Oh, you went to Silver Horse for breakfast?
Yes, then I got coffee and breakfast. Then I came back. And when I got back, Monty was already asleep for her nap. So I just like...
You had extra time?
I had like 2.5 hours, and it was just so lovely. And like, I always like had such like a weird thought about like moms who were like, I need to get away from my kids. Like I would always kind of judge them. And I definitely don't have that like mindset of like, I need to get away from my kids. But there is just like that feeling that you're always on. Like right now, like I know that she's like asleep upstairs, but like I'm like almost always kind of half listening. Like, is the monitor gonna like, am I gonna hear her? Like,
Yeah.
if I do hear, what if Tanner doesn't go fast enough? Like, there's always just that feeling in the back of your mind that like it's not that you want to get away from them, but you just truly like are always on. And I try describing this to Tanner too, because like if she makes a peep in the night, I'm like wide awake, my heart is pounding still to this day, and he like will still be asleep. And like if she wakes up and I need him to go get her, I have to wake him up. I'm like, Tanner, she's crying. Can you hear her? Can you go get her? He like doesn't even hear it that easily. But I actually read that moms like biologically like go into fight or flight when they hear the babies cry, which describes me so much because my heart will literally be pounding.
Oh, that's a terrifying feeling.
Like even at the blink of an eye in the middle of the night, it's like something's like wrong.
I like just through nannying, there was like a few nights like I'd stay over with the baby, and I like the first time I was in charge of Finn when I lived with the Yoders and like I had the monitor in my room. I swear, like every little pin drop, I was like, what? like,
yes.
And I'm like, I've never had that feeling before. You literally just sleep in peace constantly.
Yeah. Did you like frequently stay overnight with anyone that you nannied?
I guess the Yoders might have been the only one. And then like when we watched Farrah recently, like, I mean, she was right next to me, but like if she would move, I was very aware.
Yeah.
Yeah. That might have been it. Like there was like one family in particular that like if I would get there really early, like in the morning, some like they were doctors, and so sometimes like they would be like, can you be here at 5 a.m.? And
that's crazy.
I know. And so but they didn't care if if the baby was still sleeping, if I laid on the couch and went back to sleep. But like so if I went back to sleep on the couch, like I'd hear the monitor and I'm like, I'm awake.
Honestly, like it's so like jarring to the point where like I have tried to have to make myself wake up for the day before she wakes up, because like if I start my day with like that like
the cortisol
adrenaline, it's like not good for me. Like it's not even the whole thing, I need me time before she wakes up. It's like that
I need to lower my heart rate.
Yes, it's like so jarring for me for some reason. So anyways, that was the best part, was just like not feeling like I needed to be on. But I will say, when I was like laying there trying to fall asleep, I was like hearing phantom like monitor sounds of just like like the way it like kind of like flickers. Anyways, the hotel was great, and I will add that to my gift guide. If you have a mom in your life,
send her away.
I would say, but make sure she's at the point where she would be ready for it, because I was not ready for it before literally that day. And I almost didn't go on the actual day, but I did. And I'm so glad I did.
Yeah. Do you think you'll make it like a
Tanner wants me to do it once a month.
I was gonna say, are we talking
really
annually, or are we talking biannual? Like, what are we talking?
I said that I was really sad that I didn't do what you did for your birthday, because I felt like you really went for it, and I
do be the most extra when it comes to birthdays.
I felt like I should have went harder and like gotten a massage and like done all of that. But I think maybe like once every few months I would, because it is pricey.
Yes.
But also, like Tanner was saying, he's like, you could just go like stay at your parents' house too, like once a month.
Yeah. So it's like not as like expensive. Literally free.
Yeah.
And
it's
down the
free.
road.
Yeah. But it would just guarantee that I could sleep for the night, which if any moms out there have children over 1 year and still not sleeping through the night, let me just validate you that it's normal and it's okay.
And you will make it through.
You will make it, and you will go to a hotel one
and
day.
You will book your hotel right now. We're talking to you.
I don't think I could go without Tanner though right now.
Ew, I'm terrified.
What are they doing?
The boys are playing the Switch, and Tanner and Cole just keep coming in and poking their heads in.
Stop looking at us.
Remember when we used to literally had to record in another room because we were like, we can't let them hear
so
us.
Embarrassed. I will never forget like our first episode being like, I don't know where to look. I can't look at Ashley.
Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. Like I remember in that moment being like, is this the right thing to do? Are we going to be really bad at this? And then almost 50 episodes later, look at us.
It's almost our 1 year birthday.
We're going to party.
You actually know what day the first one was released?
I think it was literally like January 13th or something like that. It was like the second week of January.
I'll find it out. Anyways, continue.
Wait, what? You said you couldn't do what without Tanner?
Oh, I don't think like I could like both leave her overnight.
Oh, okay.
Like I feel completely fine. He's so capable and he knows her ways.
Her little quirks.
I get so stressed even when someone else is watching her still, which is probably like, I don't know, postpartum anxiety or something. I don't know if that's just like normal or whatever, but
if your parents were like, we're going to send you guys away, you'd be like, no, thanks.
Literally the day I stopped breastfeeding, my dad said, so can we keep her for a long weekend now? And I said, no.
Absolutely.
What are you thinking? It is nice to know that they would want it.
Yeah.
The only time that I have had her sleep at someone else's house when I wasn't there, like I set all of her stuff up at my parents' house and they put her to bed. And then I came home from a wedding really late and she threw up all over herself.
And then she puked and then you drove back in the night.
Was extremely ill. I drove her alone back to our house. Tanner wasn't here and I had to give her a bath at midnight. It was horrible. So it's like.
That is a nightmare scenario in my mind.
I just am like, that is what will happen. Like anytime I leave her with someone, something will happen. Some extended scenario.
Yeah, where it's just like, of course this would happen right now.
I know, but I have to just be more okay with it because like I do really want to try to take a trip, just me and Tanner, like a long weekend, maybe this spring.
Hopefully.
Stay tuned.
Okay. So,
sorry, it was January 17th.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'll put it on the calendar.
Yeah, we'll party. Okay, back to the gifts. So, okay, yeah.
It's on a Wednesday again.
No way.
Yeah.
Whoa. Look at that.
Crazy.
Okay. So like I said, car pack, robe. Okay. This is for the traveler in your life. A cosmetic travel bag. And I think I put this on the men's one like later on. A nice leather, like maybe even monogrammed. Some guys like it, some guys don't. But just like there's some things where it's like, okay, yeah, you can go get like a $10 one from Target and like that would be really cute. I'm sure they would appreciate that. But it's like if you're trying to elevate it, like get them a nice leather one. Maybe like spend
for toiletries.
Yes, like $50. Like Etsy has some pretty good ones. Etsy always has the most unique things. Like you can actually go on there and just type in like leather goods or like anything in like that vicinity and something will come up. And a lot of them might be cringe or chuggy, which I feel like I haven't said that word in so long, but it could lead you to the right thing.
I feel like you gave me like two little clear bags, like with my gift that you gave me for my birthday. And like, I don't have anything like that because I just have never bought that for myself because it's something you just don't think to buy.
It's so random, yeah.
I keep all my makeup in the bag that Monty's Crib Sheets came in. It's like a little drawstring bag.
I do, yeah.
It's
I have
just
seen that.
like,
which I feel like it's just funny because I feel like I've gotten a lot of cosmetic bags before. So I'm like, it's a good gift because I've received so many of them. But I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't need any more.
Very interesting. But like, yeah, I really love that you gave me that because I was like, oh, I actually
put my
need
makeup
this.
Yeah, you can definitely, again, I'll link some in Amazon that I think are good. And I'll link the ones that I gave her if you're interested in that for like a makeup bag. But yeah, I feel like the one that I gave you too, I think they were the two in there for like $12. Look at that. Okay, this one is a little bit niche-er, but an external power bank for the traveler.
Ooh, you mean like a charger?
Like a portable charger.
Oh my gosh, that is such a good idea.
You could add that to the car pack too, in case you're ever in an emergency situation.
That is great. Peter has one and he always brings it to weddings. And I'm not kidding. Every single wedding, I'm like, my phone's at 1%. And he brings it. And I'm like
to the rescue. Wow. Yeah. Honestly, I think I took this out of a page of Ed and Katie because Katie, when they go to Disney, she's like, my phone can't like keep up. And so she always has the portable charger. Another, like, again, this isn't a gift, but Cole and I have the fuel rods. Have you seen those like little ATMs before? You buy like the first one and I think it's like something stupid, like $30 or $35 to get like the first one. And then you buy that and it comes with the cord and everything. And then after that, and you can charge it yourself at home. Like you can just buy that and it's rechargeable, yours forever. But if you're like out and about and you drain one of them at Disney in particular, and then I think like some airports have them, you can go and exchange it for no cost.
Oh.
So like you buy it the one time. Maybe
it's
it
called
is
a
like you
fuel rod?
Yeah.
I've Never
and
seen
they're literally
that
like
before.
just little cylinders. Maybe you have to pay like $1 or $2 to like exchange it.
Wait, so does it plug into your phone?
Yeah, there's a little cord with it. It comes with
Oh.
a cord that's like good for Androids or iPhones. And then you like use it all up. And if like, let's say you're at Disney for the day, you use the entire thing. You can go to a bank, like a little ATM for the fuel rods, put yours in, and it'll give you a new fully charged one out.
Interesting. Love that.
Love that. So external power bank, yeah, for like long travel days if you just don't want to rely
Literally
on
for
plugging.
anyone, that would be a great gift.
Yeah. A passport holder. I thought that was so cute. It's kind of extra, but it's kind of like if you like are trying to keep track of like all your documents and everything and you're kind of nervous like of like your passport getting mixed up. I just think like little passport holders are so cute. Monogram if you want to give it a personal touch.
The stress of losing my passport when I'm traveling internationally literally eats me alive.
Remember when Peter had his in his car?
Okay, so we went to Oregon and Peter lost his wallet on like the first day, which like obviously you need your ID to fly back.
Yeah.
And
also like we were going to like not like going to bars, but we'd go places for dinner that was a bar, and like they'd be trying to ID him and he's like, I lost it, and they're like, okay, see ya.
yeah,
And we're like, okay, cool, so we can't eat anywhere.
literally. Yeah, that happened a lot. I actually don't know why. Maybe they're more strict about it there, but yeah, so we were going from so we started in Utah and then we went to Oregon and then we went to Washington. And so his mom literally had to drive to the airport where his car was parked.
Also, he lost his entire wallet. I don't know if we said that or if it was just his ID.
Yeah, it was his full wallet. So he also didn't have any money. And he also somehow got the stomach flu.
Yes.
It was
a very tough trip for him.
He was puking in the woods. So anyways, his mom had to go to the airport. I think first of all, his spare key was like at his apartment somehow. She had to like get into the apartment, get the spare key, go to the airport, unlock his car, get his passport, overnight it to the hotel we were staying at in Seattle so that he would be able to fly back because like obviously he didn't have his ID. So he needed a form of identification. And that whole situation, we got it and it was fine. But like that whole situation was just truly
so stressful.
And like what scares me more than anything is like I'm international. I lose my passport. Like, you know how customs is. Like they're just like, okay, bye. Like I don't care. And you're like, no,
like please interview me. Like
I'm a citizen. I can show
please.
you like pictures, but it's like then you're there for however long. Like they might even hold you like overnight.
Your
you
flight
just
probably
don't
left.
know.
Yeah.
Yes, it's so terrifying. And to think that it's all reliant on one small item is horrifying.
You want to know it's even more terrifying when I would go like on mission trips in high school is that there was one person responsible for all of our passports. Like we would hand our passports over to him.
No.
And I was just thinking of that responsibility. I'm like, absolutely not. Literally
so
getting these high
scary.
schoolers back to the States.
I even just think about like my whole bag getting taken and it has my passport, all my IDs, like all my money.
We heard when we went to Greece, we heard Athens, like they'll try to pickpocket you and everything. And so I was very on it. I don't remember what I actually did, but I probably had a little fanny pack and I put our passports in that and like had it on me. And then like when we got to a hotel, I'm like put it in the safe and like
yeah, we did that too.
Yeah, because I was just
a fanny
terrified.
pack is actually a great gift. I feel
yes,
like
that's a good add one to the travelers section or just in general.
I want to get one because I feel like it's just such a good.
You should get the one that I got from Uniqlo. It's like a little more of like a satchel than it is like a fanny pack, and I think they're really cute and they're like $20.
Yeah, it's very like easy to like have on you. I can't like get myself to carry a purse.
I can't either. I've bought in some purses recently and I'm like, you're not going to use that.
I bought the like Free People, you know what I mean?
Quilted.
Yes, it's the dupe from Amazon, but I will wear that like on weddings. Like
I wear my satchel. Like I just call it a
crossbody.
satchel. My Uniqlo one for weddings too. And I feel like people think like other photographers might just be like, that's all you carry, and it literally just has cards and batteries in it. And
I
I'm like,
literally hold
more.
my camera in one hand. I hold one camera the whole time.
I have mine on my
Strap.
Yeah, that's all.
I have no
No
strap.
backup.
I hold it in my hand. I have a backup, but it's not in my hand.
Yeah, it's just in the car.
Yeah, or in my backpack, which is in the venue.
Oh, okay.
That's why you have a second shooter.
Exactly.
If something happens to your camera, it takes you 5 minutes to go get the other one. I'm sure they'll be fine.
They can make do.
Yeah. Anyways.
That's so well, if you have a photographer, go buy them some SD cards.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Or
hard drives.
Or honestly, the charger.
The external
for
charger.
weddings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Or just give them a lot of money.
Just be like, tax season's coming, babe.
Oh, please. Please do not say that.
You're like, why? We have a featured guest for the next one. I said the Stanley with the flip top because I just got this for my birthday. Shout out to my mom. Because I have been taking the giant Stanley, the 40-ounce Stanley, on all of my trips. And she has survived, but not without her spills. And so,
yes, the flip top is game changing for the spilllessness.
Yes, I think it also like the small one of this one. I think is really cute for kids. Like,
yes,
you should
people
get a
say
little
that a
Monty
lot.
one.
Yeah, I will say last year I was on my Stanley gifting grind. I gifted it to like all of our family members, and Tanner kept saying, you can't just give a Stanley to everyone. And even like I got one from my mom. She's like, Jenna, I just don't know if I'll use this. And she uses it every day. Literally everyone that I got a Stanley for is obsessed with theirs.
Yeah. A Stanley is a great gift because also I don't feel like they're that expensive. I mean, I gave it to our entire bridal party.
It's like expensive enough that it's like, oh, you spent like $35 on this. Like that's a good like amount, but it's also like not so crazy. It's so funny. Like I got my dad one too, and like he's just like doesn't really care about anything. And literally the next day he was like, Jenna, there was still ice the next day.
You're like, imagine that.
I'm like, Dad, it's an insulated cup.
It's doing its purpose.
He loves it.
But yeah, like the coffee ones of like the Stanleys are really cute, but now I want to like think the next one on my list just because I don't need that many anymore. And I now have 3 water ones, which have all been passed down to Cole basically. Is like the big one that you guys have that you did like the hot chocolate in when we went skiing the one time.
Oh, like the thermos.
Yeah. That's my next one. I'm like, I want that for keeping drinks warm, camping, and then we're good.
I actually think, unfortunately, I might be done with my 40 ounce.
Really? Too much?
Too much. It's too big.
Sad. You're doing the 30? Or
I honestly usually use those small ones that you got us. Like, I just love those.
We use those for our coffee.
I don't even use them for coffee. I use them for water. I put them beside my bed. I just love the size.
It's a great size. Yeah. I think, is it 20?
I think it's 24.
Oh,
I will
20.
I will say one thing that I don't recommend about Stanley's is, and this is just a matter of preference, but I got Tanner this Stanley mug, like for hot drinks. It's like literally the size of a mug with a handle. And I don't like that you can't feel on the outside that it's a warm drink because I feel like that makes it so cozy.
There's a Hydro Flask one that's the same vibe, I think. And
I mean, it definitely keeps it so hot if that's like you're wanting, but you can't feel
the warmth of holding a warm drink. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even like through like not even a thermos, but like just a to-go coffee mug. It's like, oh, I can feel like that it's warm.
My dad used to, for work, like he would bring a huge thermos like this big of coffee and then he would pour it out into a mug.
Oh, okay.
So he could like hold it, which I think is a good idea.
Nice. Okay. We're getting close on time. I'm going to kind of speed run some. Under $25 was my next category. Oh, I also put
stocking stuffers.
So sorry. I jumped. Okay, for the camper, I just kind of went off on a little thing. A little propane stove for cooking. A nice flashlight because those flashlights can be expensive.
Yes.
And then a little headlamp. I thought those were all, or like a little, not even a flashlight. What's like the one that you carry?
Like a lantern?
Lantern, yeah.
Tanner loves his headlamp.
I love seeing Tanner in his headlamp.
He was wearing it today when you put up the Christmas
It's funny.
lights.
Honestly, just go to Coleman.
Get away.
He's scary. Just go to Coleman.com and kind of see what the camping section is like. I feel like shopping for campers is fun.
Or just go to Dick's, honestly. They have everything there.
Going, gone too. It's like
what's the other place that has camping stuff? It's like it's in Cranberry.
Is it not Bass Pro, but the other one?
I don't know. I'll think of it.
Okay.
Keep talking.
Also, massage gift card. Both of us have exchanged massage gift cards or massage appointments with each other before.
Or massaged each other.
I've also been like, okay, Jenna, time to receive your birthday gift.
Lay down and oil up.
Oil up. Sorry, on that note, this was really funny. Like when we were in Mexico in March, we got massages and the lady was like, do you want to pay for this oil? And we were like, didn't really know what we were signing up for, but we were like, sure, like whatever. And so then she put this oil on both of us, like when we were in like a couple's room, and then there was a little bit of the oil left. And when we finished the massage, she said, for you to do to each other. And we were like, oh, okay.
What do you think is like your average price for a massage? Like, what do you think is like normal?
Bedford was a pretty penny, but you know, it was 25. Like
Yeah.
I was turning 25. I was like, this is a big year.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's just now I feel so versed in massages. I've gotten so many in the past few years that a nice average local and a good one, $50 is kind of a red flag. It's a little too cheap.
Yeah.
I would say though, in like the $70 to $60 range, like there is someone that like
For an hour.
yes, that used to go to our church, and she kind of does like sports massages. And I've gone to her before to help like with not like injuries, but like, oh, like this kind of hurts. And she's like done cupping and everything too. Like she was 80. And then like
I went to her before too.
Yeah. And so I was like, okay. And especially since it's like one person, I'm like, I feel better about giving like you this money. Like I've been to the massage envies where like a special for like $50 or whatever, and they're good. Yeah. Like, but it's just kind of like just corporate-y.
Yeah.
But at the like,
so like, how much do you think, like if you were gifting someone a massage gift card, how much would
$100 would be a nice like alleviation of like
all the cost?
Yeah, it depends on where it's at.
Okay.
Like why we love doing it, especially when we travel, is because like usually internationally it's much cheaper. Yes. And so like definitely our Greece and Mexico massages were cheaper than the Bedford massage. Yeah. And the Bedford one was nice because it's like you get access to the pool and like all
if it's
of the
at like
little,
a spa.
Yeah, amenities and stuff, and it was definitely very relaxing. But if you gifted someone like $100 like massage gift card, it was like either I get to get like a very luxury massage and this will be really nice, or it takes like and puts a dent in like the price I'm going to have to pay, or it takes care of the whole thing and it's like, oh, that was really nice.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say.
Okay.
Okay. Gifts under $25, a little basket of candle, scrub, face mask. I feel like some of these like felt like cliches, but it's also like, if you're maybe think of it more personalized to them, like, oh, I know that they like the Anthropology candle scent, so I'll give them that. And like, this is their favorite face mask or like whatever. It's just customize a little bit more. I feel like if you're shopping for a couple, everybody always loves the getaway house. I feel like that's always like a good gift where it's like, oh, maybe we wouldn't have got that for ourselves. This is a little bit more of a niche one, but I have been wanting to get this for a while, is a car diffuser. Have you seen that?
Oh, I have not, but I have seen car fresheners.
Yes, I put car diffuser or air freshener. Like I have one on my Amazon list right now. It's like a little, it looks cute. And like shopping for fragrances is always really hard. Like obviously because we like clean fragrances. But a car diffuser, like an oil diffuser, just sits in the cup holder. Obviously, it's like you put water in it and like your oil, you have to have kind of stuff on hand. But I feel like the best use of it would be like start it when you're getting out of the car. And so it kind of just fills the car while you're gone. And I feel like they're pretty cheap on Amazon.
I would like to add on to a car thing
yes.
of a good gift that I've gotten someone before, which was for Cassidy, who is a listener. She loves, I don't know how to say this. She loves eating fast food and she loves getting takeout and she loves little sauces. And so I got her this little sauce holder that clips onto your like
air vent.
And
That's such a good gift.
She loved it. She was obsessed with it.
That's a really good one.
And it was like cheap and just like, but she was like, I know that you like thought of me because like, you know that I love this stuff.
Yeah.
And so it was like cute.
That is really cute. Pack of cute socks, kitchen accessories, like nice, like either like weird, not like weird gadgets, but like I also posted this on my close friends earlier this week that like just go to Aldi and walk around.
I just bought like very pretty silicone like scrubbers for my sink from there.
I saw
like,
those.
Instead of like, because I had like the bottle brush before that was like bright green and white.
Yeah.
And then I got like, it's a wooden handle and like a white and gray like thing. And it's silicone, which means it doesn't hold all the bacteria.
Yeah.
I love Aldi. I love it.
Love Aldi. Go take a walk around. They have like PJs and like just a bunch, like their stuff is so cheap. Like
I think it's going to expand more too. Like I feel like you said, it's the new Target. Like I could see it becoming more of like that section becoming more.
I would die for that section to become more. I literally was doing laps. I was like, clearly I must have missed something because there's just so many layers to it. And I'm like, I want to discover more.
And they always have random good things. Like my mom will always send me the stuff that's in their like magazines too. Cause they'll be like, here's our specials. And they'll be like little shelves and things.
There was a girl on TikTok, I think that went viral where she was like, I have been looking for like a bar I keep saying bar cart, but it's definitely like a bar cabinet or just like a bar. She's like, I've been looking for a bar. I found this one on Crate and Barrel. It was $1,000. Obviously, it's a very steep price to pay. But then I was walking around Aldi, found this one for $99, figured I would give it a shot. And she was like showing the photos of the Crate and Barrel one because obviously she didn't buy it. And she was like, it literally, I'll have to post either the TikTok or send it to you. She was like, it is a carbon copy. It looks identical. She's like, it had like a little foam like marble countertop, and then you opened it up, there were little drawers, and then there was like stuff to hang glasses and stuff. And she was like, it's definitely like probably not the same thing. I'm not saying that it was like
the same quality.
Yeah, but she's like, I'm not saying it was like the same manufacturer, but I'm saying for $1,000 price difference, like it's pretty good.
My mom like always says, because they got their like outdoor umbrellas from there for like on their like decks. And she's like, they're nicer than any other ones I found.
It's crazy. But yeah, there's a bunch of, I put kitchen accessories because in Aldi specifically, there's just a bunch of little tiny gadgets. Like I think all of like the scrubbers and everything are very cute. Right now they have like little mini pie dishes and like just baking dishes. We got a silicone baking mat, so you don't have to put aluminum foil down every time. You just have to throw it in the dishwasher. So there's just like random things. Like, again, I'm a big basket person just because I'm like, oh, just a bunch of little things. Like,
bunch of little things. Bunch of the best
things. And so like all of their stuff is so cheap. So if like, you know, that there's like someone like your mom or mother-in-law, whatever, that loves to bake, just go grab a bunch of those things, throw it in a little basket. You're good to go. And also if like, again, if you're trying to make it more like more a higher price point or like whatever, you're like, okay, this basket kind of, again, because kind of Aldi can be cheap. This basket is maybe like $20. Then it's like, okay, well then go throw in a $25 like William and Sonoma gift card. Like,
yeah, or just like get more stuff.
Yeah. So I'm a huge proponent of little things and little baskets. Okay, my ticket item, I only wrote one thing down for my high ticket / luxury item, which again, it's just like, it's not a necessity, but it's on my wish list right now because I'm just like, there was one in Bedford and I was like, I want that. And it is a towel warmer.
I got my parents that before.
Really?
It was not an expensive one and it didn't really work.
Was it from Aldi?
No.
What was the bread maker from Aldi?
It was.
That is wild. Like the fact that they had that, I'm like, that's wild to me.
I know. I got them. I've actually gotten them 2 different towel warmers. My parents have a hot tub and they love to go in winter. Yeah. So I got them one that was more of like a rack, if that makes sense.
I have the rack one on my wish list.
Okay.
Or the bucket.
I also got them the bucket at a later date.
Okay.
The bucket definitely worked better.
Okay. Wait, is the rack one the one that's in like the basement? Basement
know.
bathroom?
I don't know if it is. I don't think they use either of them because they just didn't really work very well. But it was like definitely the cheapest version.
Yeah.
Of
It was the
those.
sentiment that count. Again, see, like you're like, oh, you're in the hot tub a lot. You need to get out to warm towels. I think that's very
Thank you.
sweet. But yeah, I think that is like, again, like how nice would it be to get out of the shower to a warm towel, but it's like not a necessity.
Yes, I know. I would like to add in a high ticket item that you could get someone. It's very high ticket. A Berkey.
Yes.
Or any type of like high end water filtration
Breville
system. Or a Breville. Or a Nugget ice machine.
Yeah. You're like, what else can we rattle off? I got my in-laws got me Blundstones. I did tell you that. That's a good high ticket item where it's like these will last forever.
They literally will.
Yeah, I'm excited. Okay, I'm getting really sleepy. It's 11 p.m. Okay, so for him, I first put on the list no beard oil. I promise they have enough.
Yes.
Because I feel like they're like, oh, they got a little scruff. Let's get them some beard oil.
Let's go into Target and see what is marketed toward the men in the health and beauty section.
But at least for Cole, for Cole, he's been really into golf. I know Tanner is too. So I put like, again, girlies, if you haven't been listening about like what kind of things they need for golf, I've been listening for you. They need ball markers. So search ball markers, more tees, and then more balls in general. But I also thought, like, again, to add a little bit of a personal touch, a little towel like that, like on their bag to like wipe off sweat, wipe off balls, like whatever. And sometimes you can personalize it if you want. If they would think that it's too much, it's fine. But
are you getting those things for Cole for Christmas?
I am not.
Okay.
I'm like, but the other thing, another thing I think is nice for men that they would appreciate is nice luggage. That is kind of more high ticket as well. But Cole and I have been sharing a suitcase since we've got married, and I'm like, might be time for you to get your own.
I know we also share a suitcase, and
I love investing in luggage.
Member.
Yeah.
We need to add on an extra checked bag, I think.
Yeah, that's fair. Was Denver tight?
Tanner brought his backpack and put all of his stuff in his backpack. And me and Monty shared the suitcase.
Nice. Did you take like packs of diapers with you?
I did, but that is not what I would do next time.
You would just buy stuff when you get there?
Yeah, I have a lot of regrets about the packing.
It truly is. You just have to go and learn.
You have to figure it out.
Yeah. Okay, speeding through these next ones. Some that Cole's gotten in the past that he liked, a cocktail smoker. Again, a little extra, but nothing wrong with that. To just add a little bit of smokiness to your cocktail. Like I said before, personalized toiletry bag. I think that is what I will be getting Jay, his brother, for Christmas.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's Monty?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even hear. I thought the boys were just being loud.
Oh, that's okay.
And then last but not least, what I was scammed into earlier but has now been a beneficial thing is a car wash membership.
I actually have been wanting to get that for my mom in winter because she loves getting her car washed.
Oh, it's the best thing. Like, I definitely we pay like $25 a month. Don't know how I committed to it.
What car wash is it? Is it a local car wash?
It's like literally right around the corner from our house. It's called like...
It's not like Get Go or something?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like local, but they have multiple locations. And we were driving through Oakmont one time and I was like, there's the car wash. Let's go swing by. And Cole was like, okay. We pulled up and it was like, pay now. And usually it just knows my license plate. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm committed to this car wash.
Do you get to do like the highest end car wash?
We're like middle tier. We pay $25 a month to go unlimited. And then it's like, you get the hot wax and na. Like, I'm like, okay, whatever.
I have not.
I literally go every other day.
In months.
Which like, I'm starting to think, I'm like, is it bad for the paint? Like if I go every single day?
I don't know.
I don't know. But I literally go like every other day. Like the other day it was raining and I was like, why not?
It's a fun thing to go through too.
Yeah. And it makes you feel like, and like then after like you go through the car wash, then you can vacuum out the mats. I love the vacuuming of the mats. It makes me feel so nice.
I need to do that more. I just don't. I never go to the car wash, so I never do it.
Yeah. Obviously, like that one is like, I mean, you could get the bottom one and maybe it's like $10 a month or something, but that one is like, if you're just not worried about the commitment of it and you're like, oh yeah, it's $25, but then it's like, it still comes out every month, or just like a car wash gift card. Also, if you have a college student, I didn't write this down. If you have a college student in your life, just be practical, get them some grocery gift cards, some gas gift cards.
Yes,
It
truly.
feels like dumb, but I promise you that they'll be like, thank you so much.
Literally, yeah. Agree.
All right. Well, Monty's up and we're exhausted.
We're so tired.
So we love you guys. I hope that this was helpful. I am going to do my best this week to build an Amazon wish list for you guys to go pick stuff off of, and let me know if you use any of these gift ideas. I want to hear some feedback.
Pod.
Tag the pod. We love you guys so much. Have an amazing week, and we will talk to you next week.
Bye.